What's happening, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the highly anticipated second episode of Let's Talk About a Yo-Yo. Today, we're going to talk about a yo-yo. In my opinion, these yo-yos we're going to talk about today is one of the reasons that G2 sets themselves apart, makes themselves different. Guys, today we're going to talk about the G2 customs process. Ooh, how cool is that? I just got my first custom set in. I didn't unbox them on film. Some things I like to keep inside. I got a little, sometimes I get a little emotional opening these yo-yos. You don't ever know what's going to come out of me when I open these yo-yos. But today I wanted to show you guys what I got through the customs process, kind of how it went for me, what to expect, what I think you should expect while ordering the customs, and just kind of show them off a little bit. Okay, so first of all, for those of you who don't know, G2 offers something different. Something no one else really offers, or at least that I know of to my knowledge. Professional athletes, they all have personalized gear. Yo-yos are no different. We all fall in love with these things. We're all sentimental creatures when it comes to these yo-yos. Custom yo-yos are the best way to kind of get personal with somebody or with yourself. Figure out the one thing you like the most, or your most favorite colorway, or a design that you want to put on a yo-yo, and do it, y'all. It's so cool. It personalizes it to your taste, whatever you want. I mean, there's all kinds of options, and Jake has those videos out there that you can go and watch where he breaks it down by different colorways, and maybe this wash won't mix with this wash, or maybe this splash won't work for this splash. I will link that video down below because I want you to be able to see not everything does work. He has a really good grasp, though, on what does work. And that is years and years of, I'm assuming, experiments, taking chances, stuff like that. Thankfully, he did that so we can now enjoy stuff like this. So sign up for Patreon. That's number uno. Number two, and you can be any tier on Patreon, by the way. So I believe $10 all the way up a month. You can sign up on the customs list. I know that I have had to pass. Now, that is right. So once you sign up on the customs list, once your name is drawn, you can say, hey, man, I don't have the money, so I'm going to have to pass. And Jake is going to message you and say, brother, I'm so sorry you're not going to be able to do it. Mucho love and respect to you. I will put you on the bottom of the list, so I'll ask you again. And what turned out to be, for me, a year. A year I waited for my name to be called again. My name finally was called again. I was able to get on the list. An order that was going out actually the next day. All I did was pick my colors. So I will say that it's probably a different situation with me than it is with you guys, because Jake knows my taste. He knows what I like. He probably, y'all, I'm telling you, Jake is like a savant when it comes to this stuff. He just knows these things. He's a wizard. You're a wizard, Jacob. Anyway, so all I did was pick my colors, and I let Jake decide the rest. I am colorblind. I feel like I need to say that. I am colorblind. So all I did was pick my colors. I picked blue, I picked aqua, I picked yellow, and I picked clear. And I don't remember exactly. I want to say it's a blue base with aqua splash, with aqua sponge and speckle. Oh no, aqua speckle, aqua speckle, yellow splash, and clear dots. Now, and I know I'm sitting here holding this like it's nothing. That Custom Wraith, Jake made a great piece of content with this. We're going to talk about that down the road, though. Let's just act like I've held this goose up the whole time. So he picked the splash, how the splash was going to lay out and all those things. I picked an AL7 Goose, one of my favorite yo-yos. And then he also told us If we were willing to take the gamble on vibe, we could choose a Wraith. I chose a Wraith. We're going to talk about that vibe here in a minute. So this, my AL7 Goose, I think, I don't know, I really enjoy it. That's the best way to say it. It's probably my favorite out of my customs. I love the AL7 Goose. My other 7 Goose was a swirl, so I never really got to play it like I should have. Since I've had this Goose, I've already dinged it. It has been played super hard. I'm going to continue to ride this bad boy until the brakes wear down. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Wraith. The Wraith, Jake said, had vibe. I completely disagree. This yo-yo, it doesn't vibe that much. I mean, I think, Jake's a little too hard on himself sometimes. That's what I'll say. I have a knot in here, so it's going to be vibey right now. So just ignore that. But let me tell you, it doesn't really vibe. If you're sitting at home and you're thinking about taking the chance on a Wraith on your custom set, but you're worried about that vibe, guys, I promise you, vibe never hurt anybody. It's kind of like a stretch mark. It's an accent piece. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the vibe really just helps the yo-yo communicate between you, between the yo-yo and your hand. So keep that in mind as well. If it's not a massive vibe, I kind of say play through it. With that being said, I'm very happy with my custom set. I can't wait for my name to get called again. I think I'm going to go AL7 and AL6 Goose, but then I probably couldn't tell them apart, so I probably won't do that now that I'm thinking about it. So y'all just ignore that I said that. I don't know what I'm going to go with next. Probably an AL6 Goose for sure, though, since I don't have a custom 6 Goose yet. But I'm very thankful for these. Jake, thanks so much for taking care of us, as always. Some of the things I just wanted to show real quick. The colors, he does write your name on the box. I think that's a really cool touch. Kind of shows who created the colorway, if you will, or the way that the colors are being presented on those yo-yos, chose by us, right? It's personal. It's a custom set of yo-yos, however you want them made. And, there's limitations, obviously. This is not the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. So, and I've never got to show y'all these packages before, or these boxes before, but I just really wanted to show them to you. I love the color. I don't know what colors those are, but it's really colorful and beautiful, and I just really like them. But I think we've already talked about, or we haven't talked about either one of these yo-yos yet on the channel for Let's Talk About a Yo-Yo. So I feel like, since I did say we were going to talk about a yo-yo and not the customs process, let's talk about these for a second. The Goose is probably one of the best mono metals, the Goose is probably one of the best mono metals G2 has ever made. The Wraith is the best bimetal G2 has ever made to date. There we go, guys. We talked about 2 yo-yos today. Guys, if you haven't yet, please check out the customs link. I just think it's something different, something that you can't get anywhere else. Why not take advantage of it? G2 is known for a premium ano on these yo-yos, and he makes such beautiful artistic pieces. Why not make something yourself? The fact that his anodizers are willing to work for us and make these yo-yos exactly how we want, I think that is so cool. It's so special. I highly recommend it, guys. You got to go through the process. You got to try it. It's super fun. And that's all I got to say, guys. We talked about some yo-yos. We talked about life. We've talked about everything in between. I hope your family's great. I hope your mama's great. Hell, I hope grandma's doing good too, even if she hasn't called in 15 years. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I will see y'all soon, friends, where we're going to talk about more yo-yos, and we're going to talk about more things that you have to bind to get back to your hands. Yo-yos. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Let's ride. I'll see y'all soon.